Alright, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. We just wrapped up the reveal for the new Legends Limited Super Saiyan God Goku and Hit, as well as the Father-Son Kamehameha remake. I think for part 2, these are strong choices. I think them going with this is very interesting. And I think FSK remake is justified given how long it's been. I'm going to say this now, even on this breakdown video, but I think Spirit Bomb might be the Ultra. Totally biased, but I'm leaning strongly towards it. From their quick little breakdown, it doesn't really sound like these guys mechanically do anything new, which is a little bit disappointing to me. I was thinking maybe Legends has just decided that part 1s are going to be very cool character choices with no new gimmicks, and then part 2 was going to be somewhat tame character choices with new gimmicks, because that's what they did in the anniversary, right? That's when we got the new ground battle stuff, the Kaioken Goku stuff. I figured maybe that's what they're going for, but it doesn't quite sound like that's what they're gunning for. So it is what it is. I guess new mechanics are just for the Ultras. Either way, let's see what these guys do. Universe 6 and Universe 7 team up. A Legends Limited Super Saiyan God Goku and Hit join the fight. Number 1, Goku and Hit team up. As a strength, Goku's element is red, while Hit is purple. When the unique gauge is full, use the Strike or Blast card. Will increase Goku's critical rate and boost Hit's critical damage. Aim to raise your crit rate with Goku and deal sky-high critical damage with Hit. Number 2, super powerful special move arts. Nullify endurance with special move arts and penetrate damage guard by 100% when enhanced. Number 3, enhance special arts and special move arts. Fully charge the unique gauge to draw a special arts card and enhance your next activated special move, special arts. Since a special move card is drawn from the special arts, seize the advantage by fully charging the unique gauge and going in an ultra powerful special arts and special move arts combo. Okay, I'm just going to call them green and blue card from now on. Get ready to bring down powerful enemies with a universe transcending team up between two rivals. They mentioned that they give damage guard, by the way. So red and purple is what I thought they would be, and it turns out that's what they are, which is very good. I think red and purple is what we need right now, because I want some red characters to deal with Ultra UI, Namagoku's resurgence. We need some purples because Frieza is starting to see himself around the meta a little bit more. Gogeta is the most powerful character in the game. So this is good. We need things to tame other tags. But the Z ability stuff. So his first abilities for Universe Rep, Sun, Family, and then God Key. But then at 14 stars, they... Oh my goodness. He gives 18% base blast attack and damage guard. They're really pushing the envelope with this thing, aren't they? It used to just be max HP, which you could argue is one of the strongest abilities that they could put on a Z ability. But they're getting so bold with this. Now we get 18% base blast attack and damage guard. Damn. They could just straight up make this even more if they wanted to, but this is really strong. What the hell? Even if it is just for Universe Rep, that's nuts. So Strike Arts has blast armor, so charge in without fear of the enemy's blast cards. You'll even get a boost to damage inflicted on activation. So he stacks up damage on activating strikes, and I assume blast too? Blast card, increase enemy damage received on activation. Okay, never mind. His blue card, nullify enemy endurance on activation. When it's enhanced, you'll penetrate damage guard by stunning 100%. So massive impact damage on activation, 30% blue card damage as well as nullify endurance, meaning that this blue card can be leveraged to do drop combo plays. You deliberately miss this melee-based blue card only to hit him with, say, a Rising Rush or a Overdrive or some other move while your opponent is vulnerable. When the blue card is enhanced, your switch gauge goes up by 100% and you get 100% to damage guard penetration. Blast armor going forward, melee based move. Green card, draw a blue card on activation and raise your damage guard by 20% for the next combo received. Restore ally health when enhanced. So for this green card, we'll get a blue, heal 10% of our health, we'll get 50 ki. During the next combo received, your damage guard will be up by 20%. Ally sub count -2. When the green card is enhanced, your allies will heal 15% of their health. And remember, this is all on the Goku side. We're not looking at Hit yet. Your switch ability, protect your ki and draw up to 2 cards. For one time only, get a permanent boost to damage, so tag switch as early as possible. Our switch ability will tag switch us to hit, switch us to purple. We'll draw 2 cards if our hand has 3 or fewer. We'll heal 10% of our health, 40 ki, 30% damage, and protect ki. Do you guys remember how I said protect ki is one of the strongest protect forms right now? Because the strongest disrupt is removal of ki. How many characters have protect ki? The only characters I can think of are like Kefla. So this is not surprising at all. This exists to just nullify Gogeta's disrupt, because you could argue that is the strongest one in the game right now. It is a full combo dead stop. But if you go from Goku and tag switch into hit and proc his little disrupt, you can keep going. So Gogeta is not that safe. Running 2 ultra yellow characters is not that smart anymore too. So this was an answer for that, it looks like. Starter ability. With short sub counts, enter the battlefield in a cinch. Entering the battlefield to be a cinch. Plus Goku even has endurance. So is the Goku side the only one with endurance? 300% damage, 235% damage guard, 50% ki recovery, level 1 card draw speed, sub count on switch -2 with endurance. Unique ability. When the unique gauge is full, using a striker blast will increase crit rate by 40%. Activations reset on switch and tag switch, so keep on switching. On battlefield entry, draw a card if you have 3 or fewer, get 30 ki, and your switch gauge goes up by 40%. When you use a strike or blast card, your switch gauge will go up by 20% and you get 5 timer counts of cover null. Activation will reset every time you switch or tag switch. When the unique gauge is full, crit rate plus 40% and cancel attribute downgrades. This is good. When hit by an enemy's arts, damage guard plus 20%, enemy ki minus 35, and all enemy sub count plus 2. I've said this before, but I think this is one of the strongest disrupts you can have. Just having the ki reduction paired alongside you being boxed in with whoever you're hitting is just a great way to stop a combo. Like Ultra Full Power Frieza to this day is still doing such a good job of stopping people from comboing, because it's a combo of you're stuck here with me, all your moves cost more, and you lost some ki. That is the triple threat to stopping combos. When you vanish, you get 50 ki, switch gauge plus 60%, and enemies take 20% more damage. When you're on the field and the enemy activates a blue, ultimate, awaken arts, or rush, you go type neutral for 3 counts and ally sub count -5, and you cancel enemy buff effects 3 times. The key thing is when you're on the field. This isn't a team-wide thing, so that's good. The fact that the vanish step gives you switch gauge makes me wonder if hit will restore vanish when you tag switch into him, because that's where I could see this being a play. Goku has a unique cover change against strike cards chainable with the blue. The unique gauge is a switch ability type unique gauge that charges when tag switching. When it's fully charged, you get a 40% boost to damage and you enhance your next blue card or green card, plus you'll get 1 Dragon Ball. Switch ability type starts with 50%. When it's full, draw a green card, activate reset on switch. Activations are shared between Goku and Hit. You get 40% damage and you get a Dragon Ball. Activations shared between Goku and Hit. You'll enhance next activated blue card or green card when it's consumed by 50% whenever you used a enhanced special move or special arts. Wait. Wait, what? The unique gauge needs to be full to enhance the next blue or green, but it's consumed by 50% whenever you use... Okay, I see. No, sorry. I was just clarifying this here. The blue card and the green card become enhanced, but it's not... If you use the blue card, it's not like all of a sudden the green card doesn't become enhanced anymore. They are both enhanced until they are used. Okay, I see. So it gives you enough unique gauge for you to be able to use both those things. I just wanted to double check there. So now we tag switch into Hit, who is purple. Z ability is going to be the exact same thing. Strike is the same. Blast is different. The blast card on activation will stack 10% damage versus the enemy taking 10% additional damage. The blue card is the same as Goku's. It's a melee-based one with blast armor heading forward. Green card. Hit's green card leans more into offense than with Goku. Hit will increase his damage, and with the green card being enhanced, he'll lower all enemy health restore. This is important, because lowering enemy health restore is key for a lot of characters that will heal, their unique gauge will do something, or whenever you use a big move, they will heal based off of it. So this is the kind of thing to stop that, and maybe a quick attack slam will be able to kill somebody. So Hit's green card will give him a blue card, 10% of his health, 50 ki, 20% more damage, and all enemy subcount +2. Again, this is what Gogeta has when he fuses and he pops a green. You're now boxed in with him for 2 timer counts. So this is the kind of thing where you will... this is what the scenario they're trying to cook up. You're Goku. You hit the Gogeta. The Gogeta is 1 card away from Disrupt. Tag switch into hit him once, Disrupt procs, you're okay because you got key protection. Pop a green card, that Gogeta is now stuck with you, and you could probably kill them because the tag switch gives you 2 extra cards, and the likelihood of you having a green is pretty high, and then you can hit him with this, and now that Gogeta is locked in, you can just spam cards and kill him. Because remember, you're stacking up crit rate as well, so it's really a burst character to kill Gogeta, it sounds like. When the green card is enhanced, all enemy health restore -60%. Alright, so our switch ability. Hit's tag switch has the same features as Goku, but swaps to red. Okay, so it's the same, draw 2 cards, heal ki, that's fine. We get the damage inflicted and protect ki. When the unique gauge is full, using a striker blast card will increase critical damage. Plus, it cancels enemy buff effects, letting you cancel the enemy's ability to nullify unfavorable element factors. This is huge. It feels like every new character has 5 timer counts worth of type neutral damage received when they swap into the field. I believe Ultra UI has it. I think the Gogeta has it. I believe Android 13 has it. It just feels like everyone has some method of just making type advantage not mean anything anymore. So this is very, very valuable to just wipe away that buff effect and allow you to get them with a very hard-hitting move or finally leverage type advantage. I laugh at this because they straight up told us, oh, as part of our new design philosophy, we want to have type advantage mean something again because too many characters have type neutral, and then they once again went back to giving everybody type neutral. So either way, on entry, draw 1 card if your hand is 3 or fewer, 30 ki, 40% switch gauge. This is the same unique gauge. Here we go. When you hit uses a striker blast arts card, with the unique gauge being full, he gets 15% to crit damage for 15 counts. You can't stack this. He cancels enemy buff effects, making sure that if anybody has type neutral, it's gone. They're now going to be type disadvantage. When hit is hit by an enemy's arch, he gets the 20% damage guard, enemy ki -35, all enemy subcount +2. When he vanishes, 50 ki, switch gauge +20%, and enemy damage received +20%. This is the same as well. Hit's cover changes also against the strike, so it doesn't change into a blast card, changeable with the blue, and I believe the unique gauge is the same as well. Okay, I mean, they seem like strong characters. Again, I don't want to label how well they rank into the top 10 because there's so many other things you got to think about. You got to think about how their Zenkai buffers are going to overlap, how their interactions work with other characters. They seem very strong. There's no denying that. They seem strong. They look like they'll hit hard. What do their stats look like? We don't know. But Super Saiyan God, Goku, and Hit, it seems like they did a good job of making sure that they're strong, capable characters that have answers to some of the tricky meta-related things as of right now. I think the number one thing is everyone is susceptible to the disrupt coming out of Gogeta, as it is one of the strongest methods of stopping enemy combos. And number 2 is the significant one-time disrupt from Android 13. So if you tag switch, you go ahead and hit the opponent, you'll have to protect ki, or rather you hit them and then you tag switch, you draw 2 cards so you have enough to combo. You can protect your keys so your opponent can't just switch to another character that reduces ki, and you'll be able to continue going forward. So they seem good, they seem capable. You guys let me know in the comment section below what you think. Next, let's take a look at the Gohan. Legends limited Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Youth abilities. I'm scared for this one because number one, it looked like they damn well put all the effort into Gohan versus Goku and Hit. That isn't to say that Goku and Hit do not look amazing. I love the models. I love the new aura effects. Goku's hair in both the god forms looks really great. There's some new effect on the brightness of it all. But in terms of Gohan being just a cinematic, animated, just a absolute pleasure to watch character, they went above for him. Even something as simple as the KO screen. Goku and Hit just stand side by side and they smile. Friggin' Gohan collapses and falls on the ground. That's what the RAM system update was for, guys. It was for Gohan to collapse onto the ground and for it to be believable. They said this guy's biggest boast is stats. I would not be shocked if Gohan just became the best character in the game. But let's see if that's the case. Goku will appear and use instant transmission, allowing you to revive when defeated. Legends Limited Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Youth joins the fight. Look, they didn't even say anything for Gohan. We know damn well that this line, if they could, they said, win the game for free with Gohan if he's on your team. Goku will also appear for instant transmission. Legends Limited Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Youth joins and wins you the fight. That's probably what they would say if they could. Strengths. Number 1, revive once with Goku's aid. Allies will get a permanent damage buff after Gohan revives, and Gohan's unique gauge charge rate will get a boost. Plus, the enemy will be forced to switch. Why would he support? Number 2, fill the unique gauge to enhance special move and special arts. When enhanced, the blue card will nullify type disadvantage, restore the vanish gauge by 100%, and the green cards will draw a blue card. Number 3, powerful synergy with Hybrid Saiyans. When there's another Hybrid Saiyan ally battle member, Gohan gets 30% to damage and 15% to damage guard. Moreover, when the enemy unleashes a powerful move like a Rising Rush or Ultimate, Gohan's sub counts will be reduced by a total of 10. When the situation is most dire, unleash an explosive father-son Kamehameha. Again, the things that they talked about, they teased and they said synergize well with the Gohan, are things that I brought up as to why I think a Hybrid Saiyan is going to show up. Why the hell would the 40th NEDB Gohan specifically target Hybrid Saiyans and not, say, Sun Family? Because he dropped with that Goku too. Why wouldn't it be Sun Family in general versus just Hybrid Saiyans? The Future Gohan, his unique gold equip that awoke in with his release also targeted Hybrid Saiyans or Future. Seemed a little bit specific, did it not? And they use both those things to say, like, yeah, we got you with this one over here. So here we go. He is blue. His Z ability. Oh, he does give damage guard. All right, his Z ability. First, it's Sun Family. Then it's Hybrids. Then it's Cell Saga. If you are Sun Family, you get another bit of blast defense. But if you're Hybrid Saiyan, you get another 10% damage guard. I'm surprised there's no 18% strike attack here because he's a strike-oriented unit. Not to say I want it, but just it was the idea that, oh, we know everyone's going to summon for Gohan. No one cares about Goku and Hit. Maybe. Strike card has blast armor, so charge in without caring about blast cards, and you get a boosted damage inflicted on activation. 20% damage inflicted. Blast card, like with the strike cards, you get a boosted damage inflicted on activation, getting another 20% damage, which is ridiculous. Blue card, nullify endurance on activation. When it's enhanced, restore your vanish gauge by 100% and reduce the enemy key by 100%. What? What? You can straight up whiff this dude's blue card and your opponent can't do anything about it. You take away 100 key when you use a blue card? Damn. What the hell? Massive impact damage on activation. 50% blue card damage, which can't be canceled. For Goku and Hit, it can be. Nullifies endurance for 3 counts. So again, whiff the blue, hit him with an overdrive. That's going to be a thing. When the blue card is enhanced, he'll get 100% of his vanish back. He'll go type neutral, and the enemy loses 100 key. This is insane. 100 friggin' key. What? His green card, get a boost of damage and nullify cover change. When it's enhanced, you'll even draw a blue card. So draw 1 card, health plus 10%, key plus 50, 20% damage, nullify cover changes. This is a big one, by the way. This is a character that can refresh his cover null. Janemba can't. Gogeta can't either. Obviously, you can do it via the tag switches, but when you are Gogeta, you can't. I find it interesting that Gohan is allowed to. When the green card is enhanced, you draw a blue card next. I think this is the non-AoE green card. This is the pre-revival Gohan green. Main ability, get a permanent damage boost on activation. Plus, you will discard your entire hand and draw 1 strike, 1 blast, 1 blue, and 1 green. So destroy your entire hand to draw 1 of every card. Get 70 ki, 30% to damage inflicted, and remove all art seals. Dude. You know why that's important, right? Who's sealing people's cards right now? You know why it's important that he draws 1 of every card? Who needs other cards to extend combos to get past seals? This is for Android 13. Literally for Android 13 on the nose. Aw, crap. Android 13 showed up on the field. And let me get my blast cards out of the way. Okay, he switched. I got 3 blasts. What do? I'm going to pop main. Now I got my hands on a strike. I can use that and I can buy myself time to start using my blast cards. Only 10 timer counts too, by the way, which means this guy's blue card he has access to it super early on. Starter ability. Goku will appear to save you when you're defeated, allowing you to revive 1 time. If there's at least 1 other Sun family or Hybrid Saiyan battle member, then you'll get a further boost to damage and damage guard. His damage is 310%, so they pushed the needle 10% for this Gohan, because everyone else is 300. For him, 310. Damage guard is 230%, down from the 235 we see everyone have, but we know he gets more. 70% to key recovery and level 1 card draw speed. Revival at 70% of his health. Will be defeated if health reaches 0 due to enemy self-destruct. Cyberman Stoinks. If there's another ally battle member that is Sun family or hybrids, he'll get 30% damage and 15% damage guard. 245% damage guard. Holy crap. Unique ability, destroy 2 enemy cards when you change cover. That's not all, because anytime you're confronted with an enemy, your element disadvantage for damage received will be nullified. Gohan boasts high defensive capabilities. On enemy confrontation, draw 1 card if your hand has 3 or fewer. Health plus 5%. Ki plus 30. Nullify damage received element disadvantage and enemy ki minus 30. This is big. On enemy character confrontation, it's not Gohan enters the field and this happens once. It's every time he fights somebody. So your opponent switches to somebody, he's going to have his type neutral again, and the enemy loses 30 ki. Oh, your enemy wanted to swap to somebody else because they needed to extend the combo? Well, they lost 30 ki, doesn't matter, and Gohan healed 5%. Oh, you have priority and want to keep beating up the opponent? Oh, they keep switching? Well, guess what? Give me another card with ki. That's crazy. On strike or blast art's use, he'll draw a card. So a card into card. Nullify cover change for 5 counts. All enemy health restore minus 35%. This is big because of characters like Ultra Corrupt Merge Zamasu with the unique gauge filling, giving him heals. I've had so many moments in my fights where my opponent will fill the unique gauge and get just enough healing to survive. The red Fusion Zamasu, this is the kind of thing to make his defensive gauge not heal him as well, or his green card activation heal him as well. So this Gohan might actually be the reason why you may not see that Fusion Zamasu anymore. On cover change, unique gauge plus 30%, destroy 2 enemy cards. When the enemy's attack ends, all enemy arts card plus 10, prevent all enemy switching. This might be a underrated thing to people right now. For the OGs, do you remember the LF Bardock? The yellow LF Bardock. He has this as well, where your opponent cannot switch to somebody else if the enemy's attack ends. Remember, this includes tap attacks, tackles. The only thing, I believe it counts quick attacks as well, but this is the kind of thing to constantly force your opponent into a corner. Like if your opponent is trying to use tap attacks to buy time until they can leave, they're constantly stuck with you. It's almost like a backed into a wall scenario. So this is a kind of an underrated lock-in here. When on standby, an enemy activates a blue card, ultimate, awaken arts, or rising rush, sub count -5. Also, if at least one other ally is hybrid stance, sub count -5. They need to start doing more of this. I don't care what anybody says. Kits are too jam-packed. Characters are too diverse to not start restricting key parts of kits into specific tags. I've said it multiple times before. They have to start doing this. His cover changes against strike arts, chainable with the blue. His unique gauge. When you fill up the unique gauge, the next blue card and green card you use will be enhanced. While the gauge is at max, you'll even get a boost to damage, so go on the offense and land an enhanced special arts into enhanced blue card combo. When you have at least 1% charge, Gohan will recover and get a 20% boost to damage guard when an ally is hit by an enemy's arts. Use your entire party to survive your opponent's onslaught. Attack type. When the unique gauge is full, draw one card if his hand has 3 or fewer, key +50, enhance the next blue card / green card, cancel attribute downgrades under normal conditions. Attack type gauge. That's like the offensive fusion Zamasu gauge, like Ultra Super Gogeta's gauge. It's like that. When it's full, he gets 50% damage inflicted, which cannot be canceled, and his blue card costs go down by 10. When it's at least 1% and the ally is hit by his enemy arts, he gets 10% health, 20% damage, which can be stacked apparently, and ally subcount -2. Charges greatly every time a strike or blast arts is used, consumed entirely with at least 1% when ally is hit by enemy's arts. The unique gauge is consumed when the ally gets hit. I see, okay. That's an interesting way to consume a gauge when somebody gets hit. All right, now Gohan post-revival. Strike is the same, blast is the same. The blue card is the same, but it can reduce enemy key by 103 times. I wonder, does that mean that it's a total of 5 times when it's enhanced? Probably means that, yeah. Green card is now an AoE green that can protect your hand. Take back your turn for offense and start your attack. On activation, draw a card. Get 15% health, 50 key, 20% damage with protect hand. When the green card is enhanced, it's chainable with the blue. Main ability, draw a blue card and get 100% boost to special move damage for the next one you land. Plus, if there's only one enemy remaining, you'll reduce your vanish gauge by 100% and get 80% to damage guard penetration. AKA, this is gonna nuke the crap out of you if it's a 1v1. Damn. So post-revival Gohan, destroy a card to draw a blue card next. Get 80 key. Damage on your next blue card, 100% uncancelable. Remove blue card seal. Also, if there are 2 defeated enemy battle members, 80% to damage guard penetration. The enemy loses vanish. This is, yeah, you're cooked. You're cooked. They love making Gohan such good last man standing characters, and this is no exception to that. You are fried. If you are Gogeta last man standing versus Gohan, I think Gohan's gonna absolutely whiff your existence. You're cooked. You're fried. You're deleted. One drop combo blue, you're gone. Absolutely gone. After reviving, Gohan gets a permanent boost to unique gauge charge rate, and allies get a permanent boost to damage. On top of that, you'll force the enemy to switch and reduce their Dragon Balls by 1. On revival, unique gauge charge rate plus 25%, ally damage plus 30%. I don't understand this. This is just out of nowhere for some reason. Why would he support his allies? I said the same thing with the Goku, Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3. I'm like, why is this unique gauge support? Ally subcount -10. Force enemy switch. Enemy Dragon Balls -1. Seal all enemy main abilities. Every time he confronts an enemy, draw a card. 5% health, 30 key. Type neutral, enemy key -30. This all looks to be the same. Post-revival, his cover change is now good against blast arts, chainable with the blue. His unique gauge. Draw special arts up to 3 times by filling up the unique gauge. Oh my god. He draws AoE greens. The unique gauge is exactly the same, but Gohan will now draw AoE greens. That's gonna be so much fun. Wow, okay. Yeah, that is insane. That is insane. You better pray you got somebody that could take away buffs. But honestly, I feel like Gohan's going to be so damn strong that it might not even matter. Imagine a combo of Gohan just stacking up damage, and then he drop combo main ability goes into the blue card, and you have no vanish, you're cooked. So looks like Gohan is a machine. Red units beware, but we needed a strong blue. This is the kind of blue that we needed in the game, because Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, not really Kaioken Goku, but Fusions of Masu. The reason why in my tier list I regarded transforming MEY so high is simply because we had no other answers for an offensive based blue, but now we got it. So red units beware. You guys let me know in the comment section below what you think about these guys. I think we are looking at a significant meta shift very soon. Very, very soon, we're going to see a huge meta shift. I think these guys are going to be the kind of disrupt to make people start using different teams. But you let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, peace.